I did have a lot of fun filming my last video, and I mentioned that I thought the Anastasia Riviera palette was really pretty. I decided to do a look also inspired by that. I mean, I feel like this is a good video idea, but then I wouldn't be able to keep up with every single makeup palette that came out every day. So I think I might do this just for the palettes I really like. Like I said in my other video, that's such a pretty palette, but there's nothing really unique about it. I feel like so many palettes have all those shades. So yeah, this is the look I came up with. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's begin. And I have my neighbors listening to me again, which is pretty creepy. Okay, so first we're going to be starting with a hot pink. For this look, I'm going to be using my Karity matte palette and my Juvia's Place Zulu palette. So obviously, if you have the Riviera palette, you're going to use that hot pink. And I'm just going to go in with a Sigma E25 first, just to pat it on and then blend it out. So after we have it on there, we're just going to slightly blend the edges out. Okay, next I'm going to go into the shade Cancun. It's kind of like a peachy pink, and a tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out the edges of that hot pink. Again, going back in with that hot pink. That's all I do, just back and forth, because we always lose so much color when we're blending it out. Okay, now I'm going to go in with that purple from the Juvia's Place palette, because the purple in the Karity matte palette is kind of like cool toned. See, like it kind of looks cool toned. So obviously just use the purple in the Riviera palette if you have it. So I'm just going to take a pencil brush and that purple and then just blend it below the pink. Here I just lost some of that pink again. So let's go back to the pink. Same brush I used for the pink. Blend out the edges of that purple. Purple usually takes some time, so just be patient and give it time to blend out. It's not as bad as black, because with black you have to go in with very small amounts at a time. Purple's kind of like that, so don't add too much in the beginning. Okay, and again, adding some more pink. Okay, and let's go back to that peachy shade because we lost some of that. I'm just going to go back in with my really tiny blending brush, Sigma E36, and blend out some of that pink. Okay, next I'm gonna actually go into this cobalt blue. I know the Riviera palette doesn't have that shade, but I would have probably used that light blue in the palette, but I already pretty much used that exact same shade in my last video and I didn't want to do it again, so I'm gonna do a darker blue now. If you actually have the BP Perfect Cosmetics palette, that palette would be perfect for this because it has that cobalt blue, it has pink, it has purple. But yeah, if you just have that palette, then just use the really pretty blue turquoise teal color in it. But I'm going to be using the cobalt blue. Okay, so for the cobalt blue, I'm going to be using Sugarpill's Royal Sugar. This is horrible at blending. You really need to know how to use this because like there's this specific way. But it is horrible dry. If you blend it or if you pack it on, you really need to use this with some kind of mixing medium. But I am going to use it dry just to blend it a little bit right below that purple, and then I'm going to use it wet. So if you have a regular cobalt blue, just use that. You don't need to use this pigment. I just have it, so I want to use it. So I'm just going to take a pencil brush. Like I said, I'm going to blend it first into that purple so it's not just blue and then bam, purple. There has to be some kind of blending with the two. Again, I'm just using that dry first just so I know where to place it when I place it on wet. Okay, pretty much covered up that purple, so I'm gonna go back into that purple. So back with that purple, and blend out the edges of that blue. And then I'm gonna add some more pink. I know, sorry, it's a long process with blending everything out. That's usually why I shorten everything, because my videos would be like 2 hours long if I played all my blending. Adding some more purple. And then blending out that pink again. Okay, so now for the blue, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix it in with some of Inglot's Duraline, put it on my lid wet, and while it's still kind of tacky, I'm gonna pack it on dry. Because when I put this on wet, you can't see any of the glitter. It's just basically like a flat blue, but putting it on dry, you could see all the little sparkles in there. I'll swatch it on my hand. So this is it dry. See, like it's super chalky, and it's not really picking up. Like it's so patchy, like that looks just like a horrible color. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna mix in that blue with Inglot's Duraline. I'm gonna take my Anastasia number 3 brush and pack that all over the lid wet. See, so this is it wet. Look how bright and actually blue that is. So I know that's a horrible swatch, hold on. Yeah, so see, that's it wet and that's it dry. So definitely if you're gonna put this all over the lid, put it on while it's wet, because it'll just fall all over your face if you pack it on dry. Putting it all over my lid. Okay, see how it's a deep cobalt blue while it's wet? See, this would be perfect for like eyeliner. Okay, and while it's still tacky, I'm gonna put some of it on dry with a concealer brush. You see, look at it wet, it's just basically a solid blue. But then when you pack it on, you could see all the sparkles. And that is why I didn't put on foundation. It's all sparkly now and pretty. Okay, I do need to blend out that blue again because it just looks like one, because you can see the line. So I'm gonna dip it in dry again. Okay, so scratch that plan. When I used the Duraline, it started flaking on me. I don't know why all these things keep flaking on me. Okay, it starts to flake off when it dries, but then once it dries, it kind of starts flaking. But yeah, so that backfired. I'm not going to use the Duraline. What I'm going to do now is just put glitter glue on top of my eye and then add the pigment on. So don't do what I did on this side, just tap on some glitter glue and then tap on that pigment. Sorry, I know I said don't do this, but I just want to do the same thing that I did on this side, because who knows what this side would look like. Obviously, if you don't have hooded eyes, all you have to do is just tap it on your lid, but I kind of want to use that Duraline to outline where I should put that pigment, but you don't have to do any of this outlining if you don't have hooded eyes. Just tap it on your lid. I mean, you could totally use it with a mixing medium. It would just be plain cobalt blue compared to shiny. If you want this shade, then mix it in with a mixing medium, and if you want it this shade, then put it on glitter glue. Okay, so now I'm just gonna tap on some glitter glue and then that pigment again. I'm just following that outline I did. I'm just gonna add some more purple. Okay, so that definitely was a struggle, especially for it not being like a cut crease. Hopefully all this pigment doesn't fall out my face when I'm doing my face makeup, and I'll be back. Okay, now let's go into the lower lash line and that hot pink. I'm just gonna go in with that blending brush I used for the hot pink up here, just because I don't want to use a new brush. And now I'm gonna go in with that purple and the pencil brush. So I'm not going to use that blue I used on my lids since it's a loose pigment. So I'm just going to grab Macao since it's almost the same color. I'm going to tap that closest to my lower lash line. So you can definitely stop right there, but I do want to add a little glitter because it is pretty matte, even though this is kind of shimmery. So I'm going to be using my Lime Crime Diamond Dew in Confetti and eyeliner brush. And I'm just going to drag that on my lower lash line, just so there's some kind of like oomph to the look, and because I want any excuse to use glitter. It looks so good in real life, but on the camera it looks off. I don't know why that looks off, but let me go put on some eyeliner and mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wasn't really feeling that glitter all over my lower lash line. I know I'm just like such a hot mess today. So I just put it more in the inner corner. Okay, and so for lips, I'm gonna go in with Sugarpill's Hijinx. This is one of those cool lipsticks that when it's dry, you could rub your lips together and glitter will come out. I think it's blue glitter. So I feel like that's perfect because I have like a berry and then blue. I know. Such a pretty berry. My lights are kind of drowning it out, but it's just a tad darker in real life. But I love this shade. Well, duh. I mean, look at this shade. It's so pretty. Okay, let's just wait for it to dry so we could do the whole lip smacking thing. Let's put on Space Baby while we wait. Of course, I'm using the smallest brush, but it's like the only brush near me because I put all my brushes back in the bathroom. I don't know why this is my only highlight that really shows up. It's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so that we can watch this together, if it happens. I mean, you could already see the blue glitter in there, but let's try it right now. Let me put my mirror up. Ooh. Wow, that's super shimmery. Look at all that blue. Okay, I have to stop before this turns into a blue lipstick over a raspberry. The only bad thing now is that it made my lips really patchy, so I have to put more lipstick on. So just be careful if you rub your lips together because it'll kind of like disintegrate. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.